Alrighty, so we are back with PFW versus Davenport. Currently, PFW is up 1-0 in this best of 3 set. Currently, we have PFW on the Falco versus Davenport's Minecraft Steve, or Enderman in this case. Already, Falco getting a quick ladder combo, really punishing, and a quick kill for the Falco.
We'll see the Enderman trying to get the materials there.
The big thing is about Minecraft Steve is he needs time to work. He needs to get those materials, and Falco's just not going to give it to him.
Enderman does have a few options to keep Falco away. The magma block is one of them. We'll see the minecart being pulled out a few times here.
And a kill onto Falco from the Enderman. A quick ladder combo.
What I'm seeing from this matchup is that it is quite even. Falco with the advantage state.
Falco gets a quick kill off the up smash. But Minecraft Steve does have diamond tools now.
One interesting note is that they did preserve that diamond for this last stock. It's quite interesting.
There's a lot of kill pressure onto Falco from this diamond. And you see Sigma being playing around this by playing slow, playing far away, trying to avoid that diamond, and he goes down.
Quite a nice little play there from the Enderman, using the blocks to block Falco out to get some materials.
You can see from Sigma Bean right now, he great edge guarding into a kill. PFW starts up a stock ahead. Now, what's really interesting about PFW's premier team is we actually have 2 Falco mains. And in competitions like this, you can only have one person play Falco, so there's a lot of flexibility there.
However, I believe in the rules is that each set, you can have each person trade off from the Falco.
Interesting.
So one set, I believe one person could play that Falco, and then the other set, someone else could play the Falco. But there can only be one unique character per player per set. Looks like PFW is quite off to a great advantage here from the first game of our set.
PFW looking to close out this best of 3 series, since currently, just to remind everyone, this is game 2 with PFW holding the lead over the first game.
Yeah, we're hoping to see Purdue Fort win. Or Purdue
Purdue Fort win, yes.
Purdue Fort Wayne win, I should say.
I like Purdue Fort win.
Purdue Fort win. We might have to use that later on.
No, I highly doubt we're going to Golden Plains here, but
yeah, that would be a quite interesting stage matchup. However, I don't believe that's on the comp list. I don't believe Arena Ferrix is either, so I'm assuming that the players are communicating right now to see what is their next counter pick map.
Irrelevant is coming in for Davenport currently.
Oh, very interesting. We'll see what kind of matchup they bring to the table.
I'd say he's pretty relevant right now.
Yeah, pretty relevant to the matchup here, as we're going to be watching in our second game.
Okay, they're going to Kalos.
Kalos is going to be quite an open map. You'll see that 2 platforms are located on either or side, but they are quite far away from the middle of the stage.
Irrelevant is playing Min Min.
Ooh.
We're going to see a lot different gameplay than the first set. You're going to see a lot of Falco trying to get into, again, to this Min Min's personal space.
I'm assuming we'll probably see a lot of the same matchup as we saw from the Isabel game, more of the spacing game.
Off to some early fireworks.
Min trying to get that spacing off, but Falco with a great combo there.
Min really is right now prioritizing getting this Falco out without losing any of her stocks to even up the advantage between the teams. But Falco is not cooperating with that plan, sending Min off the right side with an early kill, increasing PFW's lead.
I know usually the team likes to see if one player is down 2 stocks and in their last stock. If they can take even 1 stock in these kind of games, then that puts Purdue Fort Wayne off to a great advantage going into the next games here.
Already some fireworks off the edge heading back to the middle.
We're seeing some very fast-paced game here.
Falco's going for the edge guard, going for the kill, and he gets it. And he gets back. Min's in some trouble now.
Fantastic play from Sigma Bean.
He's not quite able to recover, but he did take 2 stocks, increasing the advantage for PFW from 1 to 2.
That's quite fantastic for Purdue Fort Wayne. We'll see going into the next game who they'll choose.
I will say this Min did keep their composure, which was fantastic. I've been in that spot before where you're trying to make up the advantage and you get KO'd on the first stock and all of a sudden you're going, oh no, and almost have your entire 3 stocks slip away from you. Min was able to take a breath and close out the Falco.
Yeah, it is a very scary moment. Like I said, I've been kind of in that situation before as well. I was not as good as these players, so letting that slip away is actually quite easily. It's quite easily done.
We'll see how PFW responds, because this is the advantage you want in DC sports matches. They get to pick both character and side right now, and they have the lead.
Mm-hmm. One thing kind of differing from this type of comp play is that they are playing online, and so there is going to be a little bit of the lag. The players have actually practiced with that, trying to play online previously. So it is a little bit different than the LAN tournaments that you'll see. Usually at a local LAN tournament, there will be almost no input lag, so no timing difference between the button press and what they see visually on screen. However, playing online, since the locations of the colleges are going to be quite far, that timing expands, and so we'll see that the players do have to react to that. One thing that can also happen is that the lag can spike sometimes, and so that can throw the players off just a little bit occasionally.
It appears we are seeing some Rob.
That's actually a very interesting matchup with Falco.
We are seeing Ben T come in onto the Rob. Ben T being the other Falco player. I've heard a lot about this Rob.
Oh boy. Yeah, I've not seen this Rob previously, but I guess
Thinking
we'll
about
see
the
tonight.
music, he's contemplating.
Personally, I'd go with the Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's a pretty good one, the battle theme.
Wally's theme's pretty good too.
Wally's theme, yeah. Even something from Pokemon X and Y. They think about it very hard.
He has to get in his zone. Okay, he selects.
Team Galactic Battle. That is a very good choice. We are going into game 2.
You're seeing a
Or
bit of a
game 3.
switching of the roles here, with Irrelevant going from the person with 3 stocks facing someone with 1 stock, being the person with 1 stock playing against the person with 3. Let's see how Irrelevant decides to play this out. Since obviously Irrelevant would love to get Davenport back into this. Already off to some fireworks.
One interesting thing is that I'm already seeing Min is trying to get that spacing well off. It might be a bit more difficult for Rob to try and get into Min's space there, considering her arms are quite long.
Right now, Rob is approaching. Great up B.
One thing from that approach is that it almost looked like the Rob was in a disadvantaged state, but he quickly turned it into a quick attack to get a few moves off for a combo.
Both players in kill range currently.
Rob trying to get the down air.
A kill onto Rob by the Min. Rob responds very quickly. Let's see if he can close out the stock.
Min is quite high, so I do believe even a down air would probably get Min off the stage for another stock. Min playing the spacing very well. .142 with the Min.
And Rob gets the kill. PFW still up by 2 stocks, preserving the lead.
Quite good gameplay from Irrelevant there.
The big thing now is PFW is essentially playing with the house's money. If Rob goes to 0-2 here, they're still even.
That is true. That is fair.
Being up 1-0 in the series and being up 2 stocks, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But Davenport showing a lot of fight.
Yes, yeah. One thing that I know the team, since I've been in there, has kind of struggled is getting almost too hyped up within the second set and then kind of letting loose a little bit and accidentally slipping, and then the set goes to the other team, and then we'll have to go into the third set. So just trying to get that posture, trying to get the mindset ready, and keeping it ready into the second set is something that is quite difficult to do, but I do believe that they have done a great job in the past.
Exactly. I 100% agree. As someone who plays League Esports, it can be really hard to go into that second set after winning and going back through the same process as you went originally through to win that original set. It can be a bit rough trying to get back into the swing of things. We're seeing Davenport sending Aaron B21 and on the Luigi.
Ooh.
Now, Luigi is known for one thing, the touch of death. Are we going to see the one touch, one kill combo today?
That might be very hard. I've not seen, I don't believe I've seen it any time.
I've seen it on YouTube Shorts, but not
YouTube
not much else.
We'll see going into this game. They still are 0-0, so it is a chance, but it doesn't look like it.
Luigi gets the touch of death we were just talking about.
Oh my goodness. It wasn't a 0 death. There was a little bit of a combo there, but that was very impressive from Luigi.
From YouTube Shorts to reality. Right here, what you're going to see Rob do is turn up the aggression a little bit.
Yeah,
Rob still has not been touched yet on this stock. Luigi finally puts a stop to the Rob's reign of terror.
Ben T will have to play this quite smoothly here, since that first stock was quite early in the game. I'll try and have to keep that mindset ready. So that even
And
though
a
it
kill
kind of
onto
happened.
Luigi with a nice uh, combo there, and a kill for Luigi to end out the set. Luigi closing the gap for his team a little bit, down to a 1 stock lead for PFW.
Yeah, back-to-back combos.
This is where Cruz really changes the dynamic of Smash Bros. Because characters like in our last game with Gold and Cinnarora, Luigi can really close those leads really fast for you if you just let them have what they want.
Yeah, Luigi's quite scary, as we just saw with the scary touch into a KO there.
Now, DDQ is coming in for PFW, and he is our premier Mario player, so we might be seeing some brotherly action going on.
Might be the Mario movie too here,
Yeah.
even before releases. I guess one thing while we wait here is that the dynamic of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate teams is it is a team, but you're also playing individually. You each have your individual part. And because each player is kind of playing by themselves, they kind of just have to be ready for whenever the team decides to put them in. Unlike most other esports where it is team focused, most of those esports will have the team playing entirely together. And so communication will be one of those key parts. However, communication is not all that of an importance within the Super Smash Bros. Esports scene, as you're sort of playing individually with these one-on-ones.
100%. The team part, I'd say, comes in with the emotional stuff afterwards. An example, say you dropped the first set, knowing how to talk to your teammates, knowing how to build them up, and especially for our coaches and captains, knowing who to send in, who's your clutch guys, who is your mental of steel guy you can send in, and he doesn't care who he's playing against.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to see the Mario on Kalos. We're going to see some Mario Brothers action.
Mario Brothers on Pokemon.
It's all Nintendo.
Oh, yes. This is why we love Super Smash Bros. Is that the IP rights do not matter, so we'll have a go and have a great time.
Reminder that Luigi is down a stock. Okay, they're getting right into it. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is it's really hard for Luigi to get these combos that he's known for because Mario is a rushdown character. Mario is in your face. He's not going to give you that opening.
Both characters they work well with those combos, especially in the air. So we'll see how they'll try and counteract each other.
Despite both characters having projectiles, they are not looking to play any neutral this game, which is exactly what you see from both characters.
Damage is pretty even between Mario and Luigi.
Mario gets a grab and the back throw. He's looking to get the kill here. The spray to get him off. He's going to edge guard, and Luigi makes it back. But the kill for Mario off that big up smash. One thing about DDQ is he's not going to shy away despite his percentage.
Definitely. And also working with Kalos here, the stage is pretty tight
Into the
within its
grab.
bounds.
Into the ladder combo, already at 65%. Mario is at 165% despite not playing like it. He recovers.
Seen some great recoveries from both players.
183%. You'd think Mario's a heavyweight.
Almost playing as Bowser here.
Okay, and a kill at 197%, finally going down. Great forward smash from the Mario, but doesn't quite kill the Luigi. Luigi recovers. Great recovery from Luigi. Trying to get some offense going.
Luigi is pretty high, so even a good combo here from Mario can get the game off.
Mario's off the side, but Luigi gets punished for trying to edge guard. Got to be really careful about these Mario Brothers up Bs.
Our hopes is that DDQ can get that stock off here.
Ooh, big up B. Can Luigi recover again? He does. Continues to work his magic. And a kill from Mario, punishing Luigi's shield.
Great stuff from DDQ.
DDQ narrowly grows the lead back up to 2 stocks. You saw him at 99% there, and that just hurts to lose. Because now, essentially, he gets healed. He gets back to 0% 2 stocks instead of 99% 2 stocks.
And very passive gameplay there, since DDQ is almost at, I believe, 160 to 180%.
Now, this is my favorite part of Smash Bros. Esports, is the clutch factor. You don't see as much heroics in like Overwatch, League, Valorant as you see in Smash Bros. This last player for Davenport, it's achievable. There's 5 stocks left. We saw Isabel take something similar earlier. But they're down 0-1 in their set. This player has the floor to do something incredible, potentially. But PFW has a steady lead.
Yeah, the clutch plays do come in, say, clutch.
Yeah.
Quite often for Super Smash Bros. You'll see that the tables can easily turn. We'll have to see what Davenport picks as their last character going in.
Now, reminder for those who watched all the teams for PFW Smash Bros. This is not Swiss. So this does count for season. This does count for playoffs.
Yeah,
because it's Premier.
One an interesting difference between Varsity Premier and our Varsity Plus teams. As we saw earlier in the stream, that was one of our Varsity Plus teams, Team Gold, and so they were playing that Swiss matchup. However, since we have switched over to our Varsity Premier team, they are playing the best of 3 sets. So earlier, Purdue Fort Wayne has already won the first set, and we're hoping that maybe we'll win a second.
With the second win here, it could potentially set them up really well for potential tiebreakers later on in the season for playoffs. That's what we are really thinking about at this point of the season. You don't know how your season's going to go yet. It's week 1, week 2-ish. But you're trying to build a great foundation for those late season playoff pushes. And we're seeing the Battable come in. And
it looks like they are also playing Rob, which is very interesting.
They're going to Battlefield. Now, Rob, he has a lot of highlight potential. We saw that earlier with some spicy combos with the spinner and potential like back airs. But the thing Rob's going to have to pay attention to is he's not the heaviest character in the world. So if he's going to clutch this out for Davenport, he's going to have to be mindful of the damage he's taken.
One thing to also be mindful is those projectiles, especially the spinner that Rob throws, can be pushed off by Mario's cape.
Mario has some great offense. Almost gets the kill with that spike. That was scary.
We're seeing some aggressive play from this Rob. Mario, try and find that spacing there.
Mario's taking back control of the stage. Mario uses the sprayer to keep Rob from recovering and gets the kill.
Yeah, those kind of kills are always very hard to counter-react, especially online. It's very hard to tech. Mario, you're already off to some great damage on Rob.
Now, I've been part of the PFW Smash scene for about a year now. And one thing that I know about DDQ is he is near immortal on Mario. And you see this again at him, 171%, and he finally goes down.
Near immortal. But
Near immortal, near immortal. He's already setting up for a kill off the side, getting control of the stage. Rob is in a tough spot here because he's no doubt thinking that he has someone else to go up to after this set.
We'll see if DDQ can get those 2 stocks left off of Rob. But it is going to be a little difficult.
DDQ's searching for an opening here to just ladder him off the side. And a kill from the down smash with DDQ. One thing that I really enjoy about our Premier team is every kill, you can just tell they've practiced over and over. That looked second nature to him from that jab setup.
Definitely. You could also see that DDQ kind of knew that that was going to be a kill and was already ready to fill up the water cannon.
DDQ with a nice setup and goes for another spike but misses. This Rob's DI has been fantastic on that combo.
I believe even a couple good moves from either player could do it.
And a spike from Mario to close the set out for PFW and the series. You saw him looking for it all set, and he finally gets it.
Great gameplay from DDQ there to finish off our second set and into a Purdue Fort Wayne win for our varsity premier team.
This was really exciting the whole time. It was always a 1 or 2 stock lead, but at the end, DDQ just really cleaned it up with his Mario.
Mm-hmm. So fantastic stuff from the premier team there.
This is what I expect from both teams when you talk about premier gameplay. Because you saw a lot from PFW, especially because they were coming in on a win, but Davenport seemed unfazed at times.
Mm-hmm. From what I remember from the premier team, they've been quite together for the past few years, so they know their options, they know how to plan their play structure and put who in where, so
Currently,
we're off
we
to a
are
good start.
fielding the exact same premier team from last semester, except for a new player from Purdue main campus. But we did not get to see him play today.
Ah, very interesting. Well, hopefully we'll be able to see them play in future streams then.
So as spoken about earlier, we still have some Swiss to watch later, but we're going to have to take a break as they figure out who they're playing next. We will be back to watch PFW Smash Bros. Gold later.
Stay tuned.